What if I told you you could get ahead of 99% of people in just one day? Most people think it takes 6 months. Some say a year, 5, but they're simply wrong. We're going to be able to do it in just one day. Now, obviously, I have a secret. You don't need to do more, you need less. You don't need more time, you don't need more effort. You need to begin by destroying what's holding you back. And that begins today. They say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Episode 1: Destroy. I wage war with myself, and I will destroy myself, or I will be reborn. That is all. Albert Camus. Self-improvement is often perceived as a journey, but I see it for what it truly is: war. A war where even the slightest hesitation means defeat. A never-ending battle with no clear win condition. A battle where every decision is a calculated strike, every habit a tempered blade, and every weakness an opening in your defense, waiting to be exploited. This will be the first of many battles. Are you ready to fight alongside me? Before we begin, I would like to tell you a story. Island of the Lotus Eaters. In Homer's Odyssey, after being battered by a massive storm and being adrift at sea for almost 2 weeks, Odysseus and his men came upon a strange land, the island of Jerba. Curious but cautious, Odysseus sends 3 of his best warriors ashore to scout. These men were fighters, hardened, alert, and ready for battle. But there was no battle. No swords drawn. Instead, they found gentle people with kind smiles and strange gifts. Lotus flowers. The men accepted and took just a bite. From there, everything changed. Their eyes grew dull. They smiled without reason, and when it came time to return to the ship, they refused. They said the island was a paradise, that there was no need to return to the sea, no reason to fight, no reason to leave. They had forgotten the war, forgotten the journey, forgotten themselves. Odysseus realized what had happened and acted quickly. He stormed the shore, found his men, and dragged them back to the ship by force. They screamed, clawed, begged to stay, but Odysseus tied them to the ship's mast with a rope and set sail without looking back. Odysseus knew comfort is a curse, forgetfulness is fatal, and paradise is often a prison. The lotus is still eaten today. It looks like comfort food, endless scrolling, drug abuse, dead-end friends, broken routines, things that numb you, keep you still, and make you forget who you are. Have you had a bite of the lotus? If so, you must tie the old version of you to the mast and sail forward. Let's destroy the lotus eaters. Step 1: Destroying the lotus eaters. The secret to advancing explosively in one day and achieving your goals in the shortest period of time starts with destruction. Destroying your foundation, destroying bad habits, destroying all the things that are holding you back, and severing all ties with people who are detrimental to your growth. Today, we will engage in a process I like to call return to zero. In this video, we will focus on destructive introspection. First, we will start by destroying, then reshaping our environment, and then looking inward and destroying, then reshaping the self. Let's begin now with the environment. Starting with our room, we will be going around the house and collecting anything that doesn't serve us. I want you to go through your house like a storm. Don't take your time. Remember that hesitation is defeat. I want you to look at every object, open every drawer, look through every crevice, examine everything, and ask yourself, does this inspire me, or does it distract me? Does this inform me, or is it feeding me noise? Does this compliment me? Does it support the person I'm becoming? Does this nourish me, physically, mentally, spiritually, or is it just numbing me? Do the benefits outweigh the costs? Time, energy, focus, is it worth the exchange? I want you to move everything that doesn't serve you and gather it all on the floor of your living room. This could be things like vapes, cigarettes, junk food, any type of dessert like cake or ice cream, expired food, your video game console, movies that are purely comfort-based, broken furniture, broken electronics, tangled up cables, old clothes, trash, or anything that you feel is holding you back or doesn't belong in this new life that we're going to build. It could even be a book you don't plan on reading. I need you to go now and gather it all on the floor of your living room or bedroom. Imagine yourself as a tornado or a storm ravaging through a small town and try to do it as quickly and aggressively as possible. Pause the video and go do this now. Hey, why the hell are you still here? Go now. Okay, Now that you're done gathering all of these things up, I want you to take a picture of all the stuff you gathered up. And if you're watching this on TikTok, leave it in the comments. Also, I'm going to need you to add it to your favorites in your camera roll. We're going to be using this picture later. Okay, now I need you to go throw all of this stuff away. Grab an empty bag or a box. Do not hesitate. Remember what I said earlier in the video. Hesitation is defeat. Burn everything if you must. Metaphorically, of course, unless you're really about that. The only thing that is somewhat permissible for you to keep are the gaming console and movies. You can keep these in your closet for now. Everything else must go. If you haven't already thrown everything away, then go do it now, and then come back to this video. If you truly want to be great, you must be prepared to make sacrifices, and this will be the first of many. Now that you have gotten rid of all these obstructions, take a look around your house. It may look completely different, or not have changed much. If you did have a lot of things that you removed from your environment, you can't even imagine how much you just gained. Time, energy, space, and health. The next part will be very easy and quick, but it will make an even bigger impact than what we just did. I want you to go through your phone and your computer and ask yourself the same questions. Does this inspire me, or does it distract me? Does this inform me, or is it feeding me noise? Does this compliment me? Does it support the person I'm becoming? Does this nourish me, physically, mentally, spiritually, or is it just numbing me? Do the benefits outweigh the costs? Time, energy, focus. Is it worth the trade? Delete any apps, games, photos, and even remove any friends or family members that don't benefit you, but only serve to distract you and bring you down. An example of this would be Instagram, Snapchat, Clash Royale, and also any people who are blatantly detrimental to you. She clearly doesn't want you, bro. She's been leaving you on for weeks. Just unadd her and move on. One more thing you can do is look at your screen time and see what apps you spend the most time on, and from there, you can move accordingly. As far as TikTok and YouTube, you may keep them for now, because later I'll be giving you a guide on how to clean your For You page and only use these apps to gain knowledge and inspiration. Pause the video and go do this now. Humankind cannot gain anything without first giving something in exchange. To obtain, something of equal value must be lost. That is alchemy's first law of equivalent exchange. In olden days, we believed that to be the world's one and only truth. Step 2. Destroying the false self and the art of not doing. Next, we will be taking the second step, which is destroying and reshaping the self. In this step, we will start by practicing the art of not doing. I want you to grab a piece of paper and write down every action or habit that you think is holding you back. Bad habits and actions like anger, fear, procrastination, binge eating, doom scrolling, vaping, smoking, drinking. Write them down. Just to put this into perspective for you. After work, you stop by McDonald's, you come home, and you spend the rest of the night doom scrolling. You stay up until 3 a.m. You tell yourself, tomorrow you'll do better. You know what work needs to be done, but you can't do it. You wake up the next day, drained, tired, and without having accomplished anything. And now this time, before you get home from work, again, you grab McDonald's to try to get a head start on your work. But since you didn't sleep the night before, you're too tired. So you stay up all night on your phone and repeat this process over and over and over again. This is where my technique comes in, the art of not doing. You simply don't get the McDonald's. If you're too tired to cook, just make yourself a sandwich, or you just don't eat. You don't scroll, you put your phone on the charger, and since you're too tired, you simply go to sleep. You don't negatively sabotage yourself, but you also don't do anything productive. This is the essence of the art of not doing. I want you to imagine yourself as a mountain, unmovable, unshakable, and indifferent. Every time you're about to fall back into a bad habit, you catch yourself in the act of the bad habit, and you say this: I'm too lazy and too tired right now. I don't have time. This is bad for me. This is too much work. And you simply don't do it. You don't scroll. You don't go to McDonald's. You definitely don't vape. And if it's an emotion or an action like anger or fear, you simply say, I will not get angry. I will not be fearful. You simply let it pass over you and through you. Like we mentioned in step 1, you can simply remove the triggers from your environment, or you don't engage in any actions that are triggers. An example of an action that's a trigger would be bringing your phone into the bathroom. You already know why, I'm not going to explain. Or walking past the chips or candy aisle in the grocery store. I will elaborate more on triggers in a separate video. This technique has been very effective for me. especially when it comes to avoiding eating out or not eating junk food. I want you to practice the art of not doing over these next few days. The next few days. A true sage uses every fragment of their soul, even the filth, as fuel to grow. You must take all the negatives and setbacks and use them as stepping stones in your climb to the summit. Over the next few days, I want you to analyze the world around you. Observe all the flaws, what can be improved, all the people around you, how they operate, how they talk, how they perform. Observe nature, the town you live in, and the day-to-day minutiae of everything around you. I want you to detach from yourself and merely become an observer of the world. Over these next few days, I want you to stop talking. Only speak when it is absolutely necessary, and even then, try to keep your words to a bare minimum. I want you to spend most of your time thinking. You need a new perspective if you truly want change. Find the flaws and what your relationship to these flaws are, how you can fix these flaws, or destroy the system that upholds them. You may find that you are the architect of your own destruction, and that the only person that is truly holding you back is yourself. When you silently observe, I also want you to destroy any lotus flowers you encounter, and remember to practice the art of not doing. This is part of the process of return to zero, and you may end up in your room all alone, staring at the wall, bored out of your mind. Your partner may get mad at you, people may think something is wrong with you, but I promise that if you can sustain this for the next few days, you are more than worthy of becoming the person you want to be. I recommend you read books, consume healthy content, maybe a few YouTube videos or articles, and you can even watch 1 or 2 movies that inspire you. Don't watch any TV shows or the news. If you can abstain from these lotus flowers for a few days, I guarantee that it will make the next part of our journey, or should I say war, infinitely more valuable. Now, if you fail, just remember you can always reset and rewind. Watch this video as many times as you need to and make sure to follow everything. You have now done something that less than 1% of people have achieved. If you made it this far and were able to apply and internalize the 2 steps, I want to congratulate you. Realistically, less than 1% of people in the world have achieved this, and that is reshaping your environment with purpose through the process of destruction and elimination of distractions and obstructions. Also, the second step, which entails the practice of stillness and observation, is an esoteric practice amongst people today. Just remember that this will be the standard for what we achieve in the next couple of months. What we just did only encompasses the first 2 steps of our 1,000-mile journey, the bare minimum. But it will have a tremendous impact on the next few weeks of our journey. And by doing these 2 steps, you can now focus on what truly matters, building your foundation. In the next episode, we will explore how to build and balance your foundation. They say simplicity is the ultimate sophistication, that you don't need more, you need less. We will study and begin by building the 3 pillars: learning, planning, discipline. Over these next few days, while I work on episode 2, it's imperative you practice the art of not doing. Remember to also remain silent and observe everything around you. This is what you need in order to be ready for level 2. And if you encounter any lotus flowers, I want you to remember one word: destroy.